So I just stumbled upon this agent development kit for Go, and it sounds like a game changer for building AI agents.
Right? It's open source and code first, which is such a fresh take on developing AI. Makes it feel more accessible.
Exactly, plus it's designed to be modular. I mean that flexibility must be a huge advantage for developers.
For sure, they can build both simple tasks and complex systems without a ton of overhead. That's huge.
But doesn't that assume everyone is starting from scratch? What about those who have existing frameworks in place?
That's a good point. It's model agnostic, which helps, but migrating can still be a headache for some.
True and Go strengths in concurrency could really help with performance, especially in cloud-native applications.
Absolutely, and deploying anywhere, even with containerization, makes it super versatile.
I find it fascinating how they emphasize a rich tool ecosystem. Like, what does that really entail?
Well, you can use pre-built tools or even integrate your own. It means agents can be super specialized.
That's cool, so it's not just about building agents, but actually customizing them to perform better in specific tasks.
Exactly. It feels like it opens the door for innovative solutions. But are there any trade-offs?
I wonder if the learning curve could be a barrier. Code-first development isn't everyone's cup of tea.
Good observation. For those not familiar with Go, it might be a steep climb at the start.
And what about testing? Can developers really ensure their agents perform as expected?
The framework seems to focus on testability, so there should be tools to help with that. But still, you never know.
Right, speaking of tools, I noticed they mentioned modular multi-agent systems. That sounds intriguing.
It is. You can design scalable apps by composing multiple specialized agents, which is pretty revolutionary.
But would that complicate management? More agents could mean more complexity to handle, right?
That's a valid concern. While it can enhance capabilities, it also requires careful orchestration.
And let's not forget about deployment. Cloud-native support is great, but does it limit options for other environments?
It could. If you're tied to specific platforms, it might limit your flexibility in the long run.
Okay, so the installation looks straightforward with that go get command, seems user-friendly.
Yeah, that's one big plus. Developers can get started quickly, which is always a good thing.
I did notice it's licensed under Apache too. That's pretty common. Does it offer much in terms of usage?
It generally allows for flexibility in use, modification, and distribution. Pretty solid for developers.
But that internal slash HTTPRR exception is curious. Why would they separate that out?
I'm not sure, but it might have specific licensing requirements or dependencies that differ from the main kit.
That makes sense. There's always that chance something might not be compatible.
Exactly. It's all about understanding the limitations while exploring the possibilities.
This really highlights how open source can accelerate innovation in AI. I love that.
Totally. But it does raise questions about maintaining quality when so many contribute.
Yeah, and how do you keep track of changes? I mean, that could get messy really fast.
That's where a solid community comes into play. They often provide oversight and support.
True, so it's about finding that balance between innovation and quality control.
Exactly. And as more developers adopt it, the feedback loop can fuel further improvements.
I love this exploration. It really makes me think about the future of AI development.
Same here. It's exciting, but let's keep an eye on those potential pitfalls and challenges.
Definitely, it's a wild ride, but I can't wait to see how this all unfolds.
Me too, and who knows? This could redefine how we think about building AI agents.
Absolutely, but it's the questions we ask now that will shape that future.
Well said. Let's keep the conversation going as we see what comes next in this space.